Hello and welcome to Fashion Report Friday, the weekly video series trying to get you the most MGP in the Gold Saucer every week on a Friday when judging begins for the Fashion Report minigame. For this week then, for 317, the theme is Outlaw Explorer. The individual clues include To Adventure for our helm, The Outlaw for our chest, Tippity R Hat for our legs, and Imperial Couture for our feet. In this video we have a 100 score, an 80 with dies, and the easiest 80 possible. For the 100 score then, I personally went for the Goblin Cap as my helm item. This is something you can get with achievement certificates. It is probably one of the most easily accessible items in the game, as achievement certificates are freely available both to free trial players at low level for doing basic achievements, as well as much higher levels as well. There are some alternatives, however, if you do not have one achievement certificate in your possession. This includes things such as the Expeditioner's Cap, which is Copper Voyage Spoils, the Ironworks Cap of Gathering, the Carbon Weave Cap of Gathering, and the Expeditioner's Flyers will definitely work, which is of course from the Mentorship achievements as well. All of those should work for gold, and there's likely a few others as well. For the chest piece then, I specifically went for the Gazelle Skin Corselet of Scouting. The main reason I went for this is because of items that dropped elsewhere in this particular 100, but the Gazelle Skin Corselets of Striking and Maiming will also work. Both of these, in fact all of these items today, including the Twin Silk Coat of Casting as well as the Twin Silk Robe of Aiming, which are the other alternatives, all of those will come from the level 68 tab of either Disciple of Magic or Disciple of War from Muto in Kagane, in the market district of Kagane itself, from that NPC. That will cost you 36,267 gil each, so obviously pick whichever one you're comfortable with. However, if we go to the legs, you'll notice that any R-Hat legs in the game will work for gold this week. This will obviously be something you have to acquire from the last boss or the second to last chest from the instances of Alamigo, Kagane Castle, or Temple of the Fist. All of these are obviously level 70 dungeons, and you can unsynchronize them, and the easiest to go through with the lowest item level sync, so the things actually die quickly at level 90, is Alamigo itself. But of course it will take you quite a bit of time to get these, as they are off of the second to last chest in the instance, as well as off the last boss. I personally went for the scouting ones, as they happen to be the item that dropped. To go with that, however, we do need to match this up with something of the same role and same job, specifically for our feet. This is actually an Endwalker related item because it comes from the Tower of Babel. Any boots in the game from Tower of Babel will work for gold rating. This includes fending, maiming, striking, aiming, scouting, casting, or healing. And of course, the boots, the Imperial boots, come from the first boss of the instance. Specifically, just after this as well, there's an elevator that goes up. If you do the elevator trash fights, just outside the elevator at the top is another chest that can have the boots in as well, but is more likely to have bracelets and, you know, earrings, that kind of thing. So I typically would just farm the first boss. Once I've got some legs from, you know, Kagane Castle, Alamigo, or Temple of the Fist, I'd then come in here and then try and get boots to match that. But of course, it's going to be a bit of mismatching things together this week, and obviously picking a chess piece to go with those two items. So it's a little bit of jumping through hoops for the 100, but of course that's not why you're here. You want to get this pretty quickly. All you need is 80 score, right, for the maximum MGP. You don't need a 100. So for the 80 with dies, we've got some pretty decent ones actually. Ash Grey on any weapon in the game, as well as on any hands in the game. We've got Acorn Brown from any on any helm in the game and any feet in the game, and then we've got Jet Black, which is the most expensive one, on any chest in the game, and then Deepwood Green on any legs in the game. If it wasn't for the Jet Black, this would be pretty much my go-to, but bear in mind all of those things we've just put in our brain. If we go to the Easy 80, you'll notice that I've gone for the Goblin Cap because it's one achievement certificate, which is very easy to obtain even for free trial players, and then we've combined that with 3 dies. Any hands in the game, we've dyed Ash Grey dye. Any legs in the game, we've dyed Deepwood Green. And any feet in the game, we've dyed that Acorn Brown. Specifically, these dyes are very easy to access. Ash Grey can be acquired from any city-state dye vendor, such as Nanabe in Uldar for 40 gil a pot. Acorn Brown can be obtained from Sylphic vendors, so that tribal quest area, for 334 gil. And of course, Deepwood Green is a crafted dye, or of course from a market board, but this is a pretty easy way of doing it. Alternatively, if you were to go for the Goblin Cap or any of its alternatives for the helm and then combine that, let's say, with the Twin Silk Coat of Casting or the Gazelle Skin Corselet of Scouting in this case, any 2 items from the 100 will also work for gold as usual. Hopefully this has been helpful. Of course, it is running up to the Regalia because we'll have the Final Fantasy 15 event soon. The Regalia will cost quite a significant amount of MGP, and it's estimated it will take 3 fashion reports to be able to do this. So do yourself a favor, definitely go do your fashion report for the next 3 weeks, and then you won't have to do any grinding at all if you're wondering where you're going to get 200,000+ MGP for all of the items. Anyway, much love, enjoy the rest of your day. A Reddit link will be in the description where this is theorized each and every week. Go give it some support, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.